A home is more than bricks and mortar. It's one of life's biggest investments. But as the world changes, so must the way we build. Property 360 journeys into the innovations reshaping construction, spotlight the visionaries leading the transformation, and ask one important question: are we building for today or for generations to come? Hello, I am Wilberforce Nsamba, your property oracle. Thank you for joining us.
Brought to you by Palmarina Estates, Garuga, where luxury meets lifestyle by the water.
Every Ugandan dreams of owning a piece of this city. But for years, we've been told the safest path is simple: save every shilling and build slowly, phase by phase. But what if that strategy is no longer enough? This week on Property 360, we break down the real math behind mortgages, true affordability, and how to use smart financing to build wealth without losing sleep.
You can go long term if you're probably a salary earner. We'll try and ensure that we don't go beyond 50% of your earnings, because at the end of the day, the expectation is you still have to what? To survive.
We'll also step inside Kampala's fast-rising flex space market to explore how serviced offices are reshaping the cost of doing business.
For example, they have world-class internet, they have world-class reception services. You find that they are able to afford the office as opposed to if they are going to rent.
And in Garuga, we mark a key milestone at the Riviera Waterfront development, as phase 1 is completed and units are officially handed over to their first owners. If you're running a business in Kampala, you know that traditional commercial real estate can be a massive cash flow trap. Think about it. You sign a rigid 3 to 5 year lease. You shell out tons of thousands of dollars in upfront capital just to paint and partition the space. And then you spend months managing internet providers, security teams, and cleaning staff. By the time you sit down to do actual business, your overheads are already eating your margins alive. But in the post-pandemic corporate landscape, agile companies are refusing to tie up capital in brick and mortar. They are moving towards flexible plug-and-play workspace solutions. We are stepping inside the global giant leading this workspace revolution right here in Kampala. We are talking about shared serviced offices using the case of Regus. Joining me to break down the economics of flex space is the representative from Regus Uganda. You're welcome to the show, Didus.
Okay, thank you, Wilberforce.
Let us look at this from a financial perspective. Okay. When a person chooses such a furnished and serviced office, they are definitely strategically moving away from the high capex costs to the low and manageable operational costs monthly. But take our corporate viewer through what exactly is the financial relief they are getting from this model of fully furnished offices.
Okay. At Regus, we provide fully furnished office space. What do I mean here? For example, when a client walks in, you find internet provided. We give you office that is fully furnished. Okay. We provide reception services. Okay. That means the client is not able to have a receptionist in his office.
There's a central reception.
Yes, there's a central reception.
All the offices.
Yes, please. When we look at cleaning services, utilities like water and electricity are all catered for. Okay, so all those helps the client to save, and the money that he would have used in spending in all those expenses,
monthly operational expenses.
Yes, monthly expenses is saved and invested in business. Okay, we have offices from one person up to any number. Our offices are 24/7 access. Okay, solitary meaning you can have access throughout the day, throughout the night. Our concept at Regus is start small, grow big. Okay, and we give all our clients the flexibility to grow. Okay, maybe you've started with one office. After maybe a year, you've grown into a bigger office, you're flexible to move from a smaller office to a bigger office at no cost. Okay, that is number one. Number two, we have two types of agreements. We have what we call short-term and long-term. Okay, short-term agreement, you give us 1 month notice. So then a long-term, you give us 3 months notice. Okay, in this way, if for example business that has not worked out for you, at least in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you are free to terminate the agreement and leave. Okay, that's what we call flexibility. At Regus, we are very flexible.
How does a virtual office work? What is it?
Thank you. A virtual office, you have an office with Regus, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you sit at Regus 24/7. Okay, you only come at a time when you need to do business. Unlike the conversion space, where you have to rent the office for a month, in this concept, you only come to office when you need to work. Okay, you find maybe in a month you have 5 days access or 10 days access, and that's when you only come, and you only pay for those days. It's quite unique.
It's a very unique concept.
Yeah, it's a unique concept whereby you only pay for the days when you need to use the office.
Didus, most of our viewers are corporate executives and consultants who travel a lot in East Africa and globally, be it London, Dubai, or even Nairobi. And the fascinating thing about the Regus model is that anywhere you go in any of your locations, you can be able to work without necessarily spending on operational costs or need an office per se. Now, take us through how a corporate client in Kampala can be able to leverage your global networks and be able to work anywhere without having extra operational costs.
If you have an office in Uganda, for example, you are entitled to work in our over 1,000 locations globally. Okay. Leaving that aside, we have products that cuts across. Okay. For example, a virtual office. If you have a virtual office in Uganda, you can work.
You can work in any of the 190 countries.
Yes, please.
Where Regus has presence.
Yes, please.
Finally, let's talk about the corporate branding.
Okay.
A boutique legal firm or a startup may not be able to rent out a full floor of a grade A building like this one, and yet they need to still give that corporate look and pitch to the high net worth clients. How does this model allow smaller companies to be able to project the global corporate image?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. This concept actually helps small companies to start and nurture and grow into big companies. In that office, you find they are sharing all the amenities with big companies. Okay, for example, they have world-class internet, they have world-class reception services, they have world-class boardrooms, meeting rooms. You find that they are able to afford the office as opposed to if they are going to rent in another area where they could not afford.
So that way a small company still has the opportunity to have an elite address on a grade A property they wouldn't afford on their own.
Yeah, somewhere else. That's true.
The math doesn't lie. In 2026, owning or leasing a rigid hollow office space is fast becoming an outdated way to do business. Serviced offices like Regus prove that efficiency, agility, and premium branding can all live under one roof without breaking your capital reserves. Our thanks to the team at Regus Uganda for letting us peek into the future of corporate workspaces. If you're looking to optimize your business operations this year, stop looking at how much space you can lease and start looking at how efficiently that space can work for your bottom line. Keep it locked at Property 360 for more sharp, actionable insights into the realities of commercial and residential real estate. I'm Wilberforce in Samba. Work smart and invest wisely. See you after this short break.